Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charlie. Welcome back to the Lunar Prison. That's what it is. It's Lunar Prison. At least that's what that's what a commoner said. I think it's pretty clever. It's the Loony Bin, right? Anything that's like Luna is a good name for this prison. All right, so it's come to my attention that a lot of my prisoners are kicking off big time, and mostly it's the mentally unstable ones. We'll go with that. And a lot of their needs are freedom, yes, but there's also quite a few people who have the needs for luxuries. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how are they not getting, are they not getting the stuff from the store? And it appears like they are, right? They're starting to get some of their luxuries needs met by buying suggestive magazines. But there's also this thing where, they're kind of coming in here. They're not supposed to be in here, you know? Criminally insane shouldn't be coming in here. I think eventually the criminally insane are going to be kind of sustaining in their own little space aside from eat time. But I can't keep people from coming in here during their free time. Free time, they're able to just roam wherever. Now over here, eventually they're not going to be able to get here. And I think what they're doing actually is going to the library. Because some of them actually have literature needs, right? So they got to come all the way over here to this library, which they're not going to be able to do later. But everyone's kind of coexisting in here. The library shelves are coming along okay. Starting to bring in more books for more shelves. Lots more sorting to do, but there's at least enough, right? There's enough to start satisfying the needs anyway. Even got some people cleaning up dishes. They're eating while they... Oh, look at this. Is he reading to you? Anyway, so I figured I need to have another store. This prison's gonna make a lot of money on shops because I don't normally make a lot of money on shops, and I think this prison's gonna be one where it can really make money on shops. So I've been trying to figure out what to do with different areas and different zones and stuff, and I think this little spot here, we're gonna put a little shop right here. I think it's doable, and I think it's an okay thing. So to do this, I'm gonna go ahead and take this metal detector away, as well as this door. We dismantle both of these things, replace them with just a wall, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and have this built. I think right here, like this is fine. Another one, nah. I'm just gonna go ahead and just lock it all down. We're gonna put a little door right here, and we're gonna have a shop put in right here. And this shop will cater to, well, we're gonna have, of course, medium sec and low sec all are gonna be able to work here. But we're gonna try to separate it out to where we can have sort of, this is a common room. We're gonna have some common room things happening in this little area. And also it borders the canteen. So anyone who's having meals can also come and buy things from the shop during their meal times. But the idea is your shop front has to border a room. As long as it's bordering another room, you're good. So we're going to put the shop front, I think right there next to the phone. And then this one is going to border up here. We're going to have two shop fronts in this little thing. Now I need shop shelves. I figured it would be right by the shop front, but I guess it's not. Is it because I don't have it? Here, let's do this. Where is shop? We're just going to do that really quick. And then I should see shop get highlighted here. Shop shelf. Here we go. So the shop shelves are going to go one, stagger a little bit here, I guess. Put that there. I go so 2 and 3. And then let's move that to be here instead. There we go. Okay, so there's some shop shelves. Is it worth doing another one? Is that necessary? I don't know. It kind of makes it crowded, but not because it needs a table, right? We still need a small table. So let's put a small table in here, right next to this shelf right here. I like that. Okay, so a little table there. This will be a shop, and we'll of course have people bringing stuff into this, and we're gonna want also to have one of these and pop it there, just to kind of catch people coming out of it. All we need now is a shop shelf, which is what we have. There we go. Good. Okay, so this is a shop now. We just need logistics, and 2 people can work here. Perfect. So we're going to sell some stuff in this shop. It'd be nice if I could have 3 people working here, but as long as there's 1 person for each of these fronts, I don't think it's a problem. So let's take the rooms. We're going to go common room, and I'm just going to make all of this area right here a common room. Just this general area, and also this down here, I guess, could be there too. But we could actually go a little bit lower. Yeah, let's try that. So this is a common room now. And I wonder if, like, is it okay to put it right next to the... Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so this will be common room. And then we're going to take this common room area and just put some general luxury stuff. Just some general stuff in here. It doesn't have to be super complicated. So how about a couple of sofas to hang out on? We'll get a couple of arcades, maybe. Actually, this is a cool place for arcades. We can put some arcades here. Get a couple of sofas. Maybe just hang it out along the wall like that. Right? So people want to chill on sofas. They absolutely can. Common room. Let's extend this 1 row like that. And the idea, of course, being since this borders a room, that people can come in here and shop. And then once we have people working in here, I have the regimes. I've made some modifications to this because I noticed there's been a lot of times where medium security and the criminally insane have been in this room at the same time, largely because the one regime was sort of on free time and people were able to roam, and the meal times weren't at the same time, but they were next to each other. So there wasn't enough time for one to move completely out of there before the other one was coming in. And there's really only 1 door from this direction. So I staggered it to where there's a lockup period between this. So when these guys leave the eat time, they're going to lockup, and these guys are in lockup at the same time. So we can get everybody back to their cells, and then the free time for normal will start right when the criminally insane programs start. Technically, this means they could be in the same place, but criminally insane should be focusing on programs here, not any free time spots. Then there's the eat times, and then the programs shift into a free time slot at the same time normal goes to lockup. Then we have a work lockup, program free time, work lockup, free time. This is a good spot for that shop to start working for criminally insane to buy things. Then we have this. I'm a little bit like about this, because technically the work's free time. This could mean that they can cross paths again. Again, I think this is going to be a big trial and error and trying to see when we can stagger certain things or when we can put certain people together and how we can give people enough free time. It's going to be a bit of a complicated mess. It's possible we'll have to do a canteen exclusively for these guys. And if that's the case, I'll probably end up popping it right here. That's probably not a good spot for it anyway. Maybe we'll change the holding cell. The holding cell could be a decent, like, substitute canteen. We could even extend it over here a little bit, and maybe even get rid of this whole area. I don't know, but this could be a way to do it. And then to get these guys to the canteen here, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way to get them in different paths. You can do the arrows for pathing, so you're able to take deployment and choose prisoner direction, visitors direction, others directions. And you're able to also prioritize areas to guards to cover specific sectors around your prison. If you are short-staffed, guards will try to cover your prioritized areas first. 2 priorities are available, high and very high. So if I'm short-staffed for some reason, I need to make sure absolutely you guys are in the canteen, or I absolutely have to be in this common area, right? It's some of those types of things. $580 of cash flow. Nice. 46 grand, guys. Let me talk you through what we're doing down here, because I think we got everything sorted out. Didn't we get all this stuff sorted out last episode? I think so. I've added a television here, but it looks like that extra row of chairs is actually out of range. So why don't we just scoot these chairs up 1 row? I love that you can do this. By the way, actually, this is less efficient. Why don't we just do that? Then I only have to remove 1 row of chairs. Let's do that. Yeah, so they'll just go up and do that. They are still uninstalling and reinstalling, right? It's not like an actual move, but this makes the TVs in range. Now, we have this random event that's hit me, agitating radio broadcasts. That radio personality is riling up the prisoners. You know, we got Rush Limbaugh on the radio right now, right? So we have to get rid of all the radios. So I have 2 radios in storage. I only had radios in here. And I think there was one in this room too, right next to the door. So those have been removed. What else? I don't think there was any other updates. The shop being here it's a little cluttered here, you know? And I almost feel like before adding any additional wings, I almost feel like beautification. I've done a couple of things. I've added the concrete tiles in this area because there's a lot of staff movement here and I want them to be faster. So I've done that. I've also added, in this little area where I didn't know what to do with things, I've added this office. And I've moved the lawyer to be in this office instead. And in the old office for the lawyer, I've added another foreman. And this opens up scheduling possibilities to have people having multiple classes going at once. So I don't have to worry about whether or not carpentry training is happening in the same time slot as the workshop training. Because I have 2 foremen, I'm able to have both of those going at the same time slot now. Now, I don't know whether or not I can actually do that, but when I hit reschedule, because it doesn't look like anything's happening, this is going really well. Education's going well. We haven't had anybody pass general education yet, but there's several people who actually have a chance. I think it's Chislett here. Has like a decent percentage chance to pass if he sticks at it. He's going to be here for a little bit, so I got high hopes for you, Chislett Trim. And there's a couple other people who are like him, too. So they're going to have more than a 50% chance to be successful there. This is pretty cluttered. Like, this entrance. I mean, I want to funnel them all through this, but... Like, I want to funnel them all through these metal detectors, but I'm pretty tempted to add, like, a second row of doors, almost, on this. And then I've also been looking for an excuse to use pressure pads. And I think one of those is right here. So we can take and use the utilities, use the pressure pads here and here. And we're going to put those in. And that way when they move through this area, as long as they're on the inside, in other words, they've gotten through one of the doors, they can open the other one all by themselves. That way we don't need the door servos being constantly pinged for them. So I like that idea too. So all we need to do is connect the pressure pad to this. And that hooks it up. So now if you can get past one of the doors, you can open up the other door all by yourself with the pressure pad. It's a little less secure that way, but I think it's going to be just easier to manage the doors. And it's also far more likely that just these doors just stay open constantly and we don't have to worry about them closing all the time. So these doors are going to stay open quite more often now because of that. But it's stuff like that. Opportunities to kind of speed things up, if you will. Same thing could be done with the dog kennels, right? This is a place we could do it too. So we pop a pressure pad there, and also maybe even on this side, maybe even on the inside of these doors too. But we'd have to do a door servo there to do it, so I think never mind on that. But I think using one here is okay because there's already a door servo there. It looks to me like we're about to have intake. Can we afford that? 6 and 8. Can we afford that? 6 and 8. I can definitely afford the criminally insane one. I'll have about 5 cells left. And then for 6 more of the normal sec, I think we could probably get away with that now too. Let's take this because it's $27,000. Because we want that money, man. Is that not hooked up to anything? I don't think they're hooked up to anything. How many things are you hooked up to? Not very many. I'm going to grab that with you. I've added a bunch of cameras down here in preparation for our safe area, I guess. Protective custody. There it is. I'll remember it. Let's put a light in there, and we have wall lights in the solitary cells. Yeah, that should be good then. Maybe we'll do some wall lights here, even one right there, and I don't know, one over here somewhere. We already have a wall light there, but whatever. I want it to be well lit. Okay. So I've had an extra death. It was a snitch. So we're up to 6 gravestones now. So it's important to start getting protective custody because we had a snitch. I have my informants. I've got several informants now. Some of them have pretty good coverage. I'm actually going to go ahead and activate Matt Jackson so he can fill in any question marks potentially that we have. And then also activating him right at intake might also get me details on the new people that are coming too. So all I need is for some guard to grab Mr. Jackson. Ooh. He's for real. Get it? Oh. I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson. So somebody grab him. Bring him into security. Oh, here we go. Snitch. So this guy's a snitch. We want him to get to protective custody. He's also a gang member, but he is a snitch. So let's get that sorted out. Apparently the confidential informant is coming to behavioral... Is he talking to him? I'm confused. Are you telling the psychologist this information? Okay, so since we have we have one in that wing now, we can now go ahead and get their schedule worked out. That's going to be more difficult. He hasn't ate anything yet, so I'm going to let him eat stuff, but then I want him to sleep. So protective custody is going to be kind of nocturnal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of sleep is fine. Let's have you do a lockup period, followed then by eat time, which will be kind of mixed in with these guys. Where's your eat time? 6 to 7? That's during criminally insane free time. We need to make sure that whatever eat time you have, you're going to need your own canteen, man. Let's just see how this pans out. Let's just give it a chance. See how it pans out. I also can't really give them free time, per se. Although it'd be nice if they just stuck to their own zone. So we may have to actually go ahead and have staff onlyness on this stuff. This is going to be... It's going to be a challenge. Like I said, the regime is going to be everything here. But we'll tweak it. How about we have you eat... Let's try this. We'll go lock up here instead. We'll go lock up there. Then we'll have you come eat here. Do a yard time here, which is during criminally insane's lockup, and also a work lockup period for security, or for normal sec. So this will be sort of a yard time. You won't have free time. Protective custody won't have free time. They'll instead have an extended yard time. So we'll give them 3 hours in the yard. Bring them back to a work lockup period over here. Then we can give them an additional eat time, probably right here. Let's get another work lockup period, followed by a solid lockup when normal security goes to free time. No, this eat time overlaps with criminally insane, so we can't have that. Let's go... We're going to have to go an hour earlier here. So we'll lock up there. We'll do a work lockup here. Yeah. Okay, a work lockup at 5 a.m. A work lockup here. Should be all right. We want work during a free times because that's when we can run the shop. And I think that's it. We can do a regular lockup there, and then there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep is good. So it's a little bit of a different schedule for protective custody, but we'll see how that pans out. And then we want to make sure that this is all zoned for protective custody, and that we also have a guard in here to like watch over it. Now, we want to also separate this because we actually have a prisoner for it now. So I'm actually going to rock a big solitary door. This is a... Ooh, solitary cells with a food flap. Oh, yeah. I remember that. We're going to rock a big, heavy solitary door here, I think. That requires a guard's presence to open. Just because I don't want maximum security in the library to ever be this close to protective custody. So let's see where Mr. Protective Custody goes. Also, I'm thinking I want more people to work. Well, we'll see. See if we can get people to work in this. We'll go four employees for that for now. Or 4 staff on that. All right, so Protective Custody should be in lockup right now. If I can find our guy right here. Okay, what's his needs? Food and recreation. I think he'll be okay temporarily for that food. Yeah, I don't want him going through there either, but I need to see sort of his traffic, where he's going to be at. And right now he looks like he's going for visitation. Okay. So he's a snitch. Stephen Ranger. We're going to start trying to protect these guys. 97% chance to reoffend. Wow. We need to reform you. We need to get you through programs, man. So I don't know what you're interested in, but we need to get you in programs. We can go ahead and just reschedule programs real quick. See if we can get him in any of them. I don't know about that, but if we can get him in any of them, that'd be good. Parole hearings are happening. Psychiatric consultations are happening. And I also want to have extra ones if I can too. Yeah, like this. So we get a second session in each room. That should be good. We have 34 in queue. Yeah, like this. There we go. So we have 4 offices. We'll have 3 appointments for each psychiatrist per day. That should clear the queue because we have a lot of people here at this yellow line. And I want to avoid this. This right here I want to avoid. So this puts you guys in lockup. But these guys are in programs at the same time. So what I think I probably need to do... This is a 10 o'clock part, though. I think I want to shift your eat time up 1 hour. Can I do that? I think so. I'm going to shift your eat time to here. We're going to do an extra lockup there. And let's do sleep. Okay, let's bring 2 free times are fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 5 hours of sleep. Is that good enough? I just want this extra lockup so that cross doesn't happen. Although it's probably still going to happen because like, there's no change in regime here. I don't think that actually matters. I need to make this... Yeah, you know what? Here's what we need to do. This wing needs to be medium sec. That will prevent it. Now they can't go this way. Now that cross shouldn't happen because they should be going out this way. Right? They shouldn't be going that direction anymore. They're not allowed to go that way. This is medium security only. Deployment. Good. Yes, this is shared. Staff, shared. This zone here is like a... I don't know, man. I had a way of like trying to get these guys... I mean, I think it will work. I think it will work. I think what I really need is another door. Probably right here. Why don't we just do this? We do that. And then we do that. And then I think this is a weird way to do it, but it works for me, I think. I can demolish this, though. I don't need this stuff here. I just need this. Because then we can funnel these guys through here. Like that. And then let's build the wall. And then we're going to have deployment in this zone once it's finished. We'll have deployment here be locked down to... Come on now. There you go. Like that. So that way... But then no one else can get in here. I can't use this classroom for criminally insane or low security at that point because they can't get in. So I'd have to give them a back door. But if I'm going to do that, then I might as well be giving it to MaxSec 2. Right? So I'm going to have to make... There has to be another way to get in here. There's got to be another way. I just don't know. I got another idea. This is kind of weird, but I think it'll work, actually. It's going to look so weird. Yeah. This is how we'll do it. Oh, it's gonna work, guys. This is gonna work. Okay. So, door there. Jesus. Door here. Okay. Just you watch. This is gonna be amazing. Yes. This is gonna be amazing. Okay, it'll work though. All right, get this stuff done, workman. I gotta see it in action. Build the doors. All sorts of doors here. We're like, okay, that's a lot of doors, Charlie. Why so many doors for one classroom, Charlie? Instead of just... Because I want to make sure that Maximum doesn't use this, but everyone else is allowed to. And the game doesn't let you say one security level not allowed. It doesn't let you do that, right? The deployment screen doesn't allow that. So the only way to do it is to mark these little individual areas. So this is only for medium sec. This is only for minimum security. Right? This one will be for only protective custody. And now, protective custody can take classes in the classroom because this hallway is shared, but you can't get there unless you're in protective custody or low security. And you don't need to get in here if you're a medium because you can go this way. So there you go. Or we can even make this even a little bit more normalized. And remove this door and get rid of this wall, make this a wall, and then we just have 3 entrances. But I kind of like this because protective and in low sec get to use this door while these guys are exiting out of the other door. It's so weird. It's so weird. It works though, you know? Oh, hang on. Look at this. Look at this. This does not work though. This is just... This needs fixed. This orderlies being stuck in the toilet business. That needs solved, man. Like, they just instantly get stuck. Real weird. Dude, that classroom idea, though, that's like almost like a necessary solution to the problem. If you want to allow multiple security levels to use a room, but you want to make sure one security level specifically cannot use that room, that's what you do. You just have to mark it that way. I want to normalize this, actually. So let's dismantle this. And we'll go ahead and demolish this wall. No, not that one. Not that one. This one. Yeah. It doesn't really matter which wall, to be honest. But, whatever. You know what? Let it be. Let it be. Let them go out a different door than the other ones coming in. It's fine. It's interesting. So then this will be the maximum security classroom. They just have 2 entrances, no big deal. But I do want them to have a metal detector as they come through here. So I'm going to dismantle this door. I also need a camera placed in here because there's none in here. So I want to be able to watch this room. And then also get a white wall there. And go for it. We got a tunnel. Excuse me? Ooh, sneaky. We're catching the tunnels. You know, they're not really getting anything. I say this now, and then, like, before I end the video, we're going to have a tunnel. But they're not getting out of here with tunnels. We're catching all of them. We had a big-ass tunnel right here. Had 5 different cells, part of this network. It got this far on its way up. This doggo just stopped it in its tracks. We got dogs patrolling the outside. Ah, that's the thing I wanted to do. Dogs patrolling the outside. I need another kennel. And I think we're going to do it here. I need a place where the doggos can rest. So I'm going to do it right here. An extra larger kennel that they can get into. So staff door. And we're going to put it... I'm not sure. Multiple staff doors, probably. Actually, these guys have jail keys, right? I remember at some point they didn't, but they do now. So, let's go with the regular jail doors are fine. We're going to put one, let's say here, one here, and one over here. Let's say on this side there. And then we want to have the dog kennels in there. So let's just get that selected. We'll go like this. Find the dog crates in the list. And we're going to go give them extra kennels, right? So they can rest. And then also extra doggy food. We need the dog food too. Dog bowls. Give them the doggy bowls, damn it. So this will be a better, more proper kennel. And then the room requirements for this are 5 by 5. Oh shit. I need to go one more. It's not going to allow this because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to go one more out. Oh, the warden is calling. Hang on. What do you want, warden? Water pipe is burst and is flooding the area. Alright, it's fine. Water pipe bursting. There you go. Fix that quickly, please. I'm going to have to make this bigger. So we're going to want to go foundations, white walls, extended out 1. That sucks, but it is what it is. We'll make do with a really sliver here. Or we'll drive everybody nuts and just slide this down a little bit. So it's not even. Just a little bit staggered. God, triggered. Slightly staggered. We want to do door servos there. There. And then eventually somewhere else too. This door needs to be moved. So we'll dismantle this one. And then rooms. We're going to make this a kennel. Enclosed, surrounded by walls and doors. Almost. And that should satisfy the requirements, hopefully. And it does. Good. So there's our new kennel. And then I want another door here, but I think for the time being, this is probably fine. Let's make sure this is hooked up to the door controller. There you go. You can get in there now. Anybody else? Any other controllers? Any other controllers? No, I think we're good there. This extra camera needs to be hooked up to the CCTV monitor. Let's do it to this one. Fill this one up. Okay. So I think we're ready, guys, for the max sec. Just to play around with the regime and try to balance them, but I think we're ready. This is going to require a lot more guards. And we currently have... How many? Oh, yeah. Look, 93 staff are happy with their jobs. You'll also notice it says staff are not paid enough. Now, why would it say that? Well, I figured, you know, like, these guys are pretty happy. We're keeping them happy and satisfied. So, like, we might as well just go ahead and drop their pay by 20%. So I gave them a 20% pay cut. And as long as you take care of them, and they're satisfied with their job and all their needs, they're okay. They're happy with their job, even if they're making less. That's going to change pretty rapidly once we start getting MaxSec in here. That's going to change. But for now, I give them a pay cut. Because why not? Let's save some money. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. This is what I wanted. More shop income. Freedom. Yes, freedom. And your comfort needs, your sitting. Oh, you guys. So good. See? I knew it. This shop is already starting. They haven't even gotten stuff on the shelves yet. We do need people to start putting things on the shelves, though. Are you only going to work this and not put anything on the shelves? All right, temporarily, let's dismantle the shop front. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, let's dismantle the shop front so that one of the employees is doing stocking and the other one is doing the selling. Because we need somebody to stock, right? So there we go. Get that guy stocking things. And then we'll put this back in once we're, you know, properly stocked. But I think another thing to consider, though, is just trying to find a way to extend this. I could maybe reduce the size of my my hospital here. I could. I might even be able to dip into the canteen slightly. Or go like one more row over here. But this is getting really slim. Look at the meals. Wait, why do we not have any meals? I said in the last episode this would never be a problem. Is it because I shifted... I bet it's because I shifted the meal times around. Like, it hasn't had a day to settle. Right? I'm betting you that's what it is. Logistics. Prison labor. Okay, so... we're going to want probably some people working in there. And if we can get one person even working in here, that'd be good too. Why can't I have anybody work here? What? Wait, is it because... like that. Okay. So now I should be able to... there we go. Should I be able to have somebody work there if I want them to? Probably just one. I think for this little job, this little library, probably just one. We got people sorting things, reading books. I love it. The luxuries need is really high. Yeah, luxuries. I need luxuries. So go to the store and get one. And eventually they'd be able to do that 24/7 because there'd be always somebody working here, right? If we can get enough protective custody people. How's my informants doing? I actually want to keep an eye on my protective custody. So he's in work lockup. These guys are all supposed to be in lockup right now. He's in work lockup. And what is he doing right now as in part of his job? I'm confused. Why are you here? Why are you hang on. Did I mess this up? No. Why are you here? You shouldn't be here, man. Why would you go in the holding cell? You have a cell. Like, you have cells. Hi. That's your cell now. Like, go to that cell. No? You want to stay here? I mean, I don't know. I guess he just wants to stay there. This is technically a shared area, so there's nothing that says he can't stay here. But I would rather he didn't. I would rather he goes here. I don't think I messed this up, though. This is all... yeah. This is all protective custody. And then this is going to be... this will be maximum security. These guys can come in here, but they can only get to there. So this will be max. We're going to turn all of these into cells. Like this. And like this. Right? And then we're going to take the deployment and go maximum security for all of it. Which looks like is already the case. This will be max. This will be max. This will be max, max. And that takes care of that, plus this is protective. Okay. This is shared, shared, shared. Maximum only. Now, maximum can go this way, which is the same as where shared can go, because they need to be able to get to this canteen. I am considering taking this cleaning cupboard and maybe having like a wrap around right here with a wall so that maximum security has their own path in and doesn't have to go through here. Because that way I could have people in the yard the same time these guys go to the canteen. And as long as these guys' meal ends before these guys' yard time ends, you're kind of good. So we could actually have a transition. Eat time here, 2 hours. As soon as their eat time ends, it's eat time for these guys. They'll walk through here while these guys are transitioning to yard time. We then have to have a 3-hour yard session so that the 2 hours for meal can pass. And then these guys can return to their cells, and then these guys can go. So it's stuff like that, where I don't know if I really want to have a 3-hour yard session, but if that's the way the schedule works out, then that's the way the schedule works out. Is it schedule or schedule? If you're American, it's probably almost universally schedule. I don't think I've ever heard an American say schedule. But schedule is something that I think a lot of UK people say, right? I think I've heard that in a lot of English, across the pond English, if you will. I'm pretty sure I've heard that before. Is that close enough to connect this door servo? Let's find out. But these guys have a proper kennel now. And we can go wall lights. Keep it lit in here. Wonder if that's enough. Probably is. We want to move these dog bowls so they're not in the middle of the floor anymore. Oh, listen to the doggos. Listen to the doggos. They're so cute, aren't they? All sleeping away in their little peaceful slumber. They don't even know. Poor doggos don't even know. Let's put in the pressure pads too. If you're inside the dog kennel already, we'll just get it open for you really quick that way, nice and smooth. It's pretty good. And then, we on different floors and stuff. Let's start getting maximum security brought in, and then we can work on the floors and stuff. So we're up to 73,000 now. Notice how much money we made just in this episode, right? Just during the recording of this video. Made a lot of money. We're back up on meals. I'm not screwing around with the regimes now, so we have, like, every cooker is rapidly making food right now, while there's still tons of meals out here. That's the reality we want to see. Constantly cooking kitchen, basically. And this is a nice kitchen. Like, there's enough cookers here. That satisfies everything. There's a good number of cooking staff. And there's more than enough seating for everybody, too. We just have to make sure that we're able to wash all the dishes. Which, for that, I want prison labor. So, when it goes to, you know, I guess it would be... You kind of want it to be this, wouldn't you? That way they could come in and help in the kitchen right before eat time. You would almost want it to be that. So let's try that for a second. Look at these guys running around. Look at this guy. Look at this guy running back and forth. What's he doing? Extremely stoical. He doesn't seem like it. He seems really confused. What's he doing? Warren Busby. Criminally insane, man. All right, so work lockup. So these guys are going through the door. These guys are coming through. So there is a little bit of cross there, but it's really tame. There's not a whole lot of people because it's mostly just the people who are coming to work in the kitchen. And they can help working in getting trays, cleaning dishes, right? Get the laundry started during this little tiny hour. And then it's eat time right after this, and you guys are right next to the kitchen. We do not want another intake. we don't have the capacity for. Actually, do we want the maximum security intake? Oh boy, do we want that now? Is that what we want? 1 hour. Number per day. Cell status. I have capacity for a few more criminally insane and a couple more mediums. But like, I think it might be time. You know? I think it might be time. We could start slow, work our way up. What do you think? This many? This many? How many are we bringing? Cliffhanger! Come on back for the next one, guys. It's maximum security day today. I'll see you in the next video. It's gonna be wild. Bye.